Hi everybody, it's Nick McDonald speaking. Welcome to this week's US dollar index and currency market commentary. Obviously, one of the real key factors that played on the markets last week was the earthquake and tsunami which hit Japan. It's a real shame as well, just a few weeks after our last condolence message for the Christchurch earthquake to be saying so again. But just on that note, anybody who has been affected by that quake, our thoughts are with you at this time. We'll go and talk about the dollar yen in a minute, and we'll look at the Japanese yen in general. Firstly, just looking at the dollar index, this is where we finished up last week. This was this candle down here on the daily chart, and we had a little bit of a rally back up into the sell zone. So, I look for that anyway. It's nice to get a bit of a pullback. We've pulled back up, and we've actually hit the upper region of that zone, and we've sold off. So we've got a bearish candle there, and actually just looking like continuing down. There's a few bullish signs coming in. And we might even start to, this price might bounce off this level, but still just recapping, it should be drawn down to this major support level. It should come down and test that until we see otherwise, i.e. until we see evidence of a bounce. And at the moment, there's no evidence of a bounce. We are still looking like coming down towards that level. And at the moment, even, as long as we continue in this daily and weekly downtrend, and we're still within that sell zone region and looking now like pushing down and having a new leg lower, and we should be pushing down through this low and testing down around that 76 region. So it's looking good for a run down in that direction, still remaining bearish on the dollar index. Let's have a look at dollar yen, because there's been a whole lot of questions coming in about this. I had questions come in immediately after the quake struck last week, and then more today with people saying, why is it that the yen is going up? So if we come and have a look at what happened as the quake struck. So here's a 15-minute chart now, and here's where the quake struck. And obviously, dollar went up and yen sold off, so we had a spike, and it was quite a quick spike up. And if we actually, just before we finish on that one, let's come and have a look at what happened in the New Zealand dollar when the quake struck. We'll have a look at this on daily and weekly charts. But so on the Kiwi dollar, this is the day the quake struck. So back here, 22nd of February, and the quake struck, sold off heavily, little rally, and then sold off again. So it's continued to sell off over a number of weeks now, with having that quake, which will be weakening the New Zealand economy. And I think a lot of people had seen that price action, a lot of currency traders had seen that price action, and they thought, okay, well, a similar thing is likely to happen.